Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
It's a Thursday afternoon now. Do you know how I know that? Because Richard Morrison's just wandered into the studio. Richard Morrison is Kapiti Coast District Council's Eco-Design Advisor. Hello, Richard.
Hi.
Is there a standard New Zealand type of home? Do we all have a standard?
We do sort of have a standard, but sadly compared to homes overseas, it's not very high. In fact, people who come from overseas talk about our homes as being poor quality and cold. The other day I was just talking to this couple who are designing a new home, and they said, we don't want it to be like a typical New Zealand home.
Oh, no.
So they've grown up with an expectation of having a home that's sort of running at 18, 20, 22 degrees right throughout the whole house.
Oh my goodness, because you tell me that the lounge has to be 18 degrees.
18 to 22.
Or 20 degrees,
Yep.
yeah, and the bedroom has to be 18, but are we not reaching that?
No, we're certainly not. So our expectation is far lower than what these people are asking for. So the sort of figures stack up like this. New Zealand homes, we only heat one room, so that would be our lounge. We heat it to 13.5, 14.5 degrees. And then, sadly, what we do is we put ourselves in that home, and what we know is that we spend about 75 to 90%, depending how old you are, actual time a day in your home.
So if your air's not warm enough, you're not breathing in healthy air.
Well, if you're breathing in cold, damp, that affects your lungs. If you're breathing in mouldy air, that affects your lungs. If you're in cold environment, what happens is down under 12 degrees, you're sucking in this cold air into your lungs. Your lungs contract, obviously, because they're cold as well, and therefore you don't get so much oxygen going into your blood supply, which leads to things like strokes and heart attacks.
Good grief, Richard.
So what we know is there are actually 1,500 extra deaths a year, and they put that back down to poor quality housing. So you're nearly talking about 4 times the road toll just in cold, damp houses. While we were sitting out there, I was thinking about an example. There was an example that they did a lot of work down in Bluff. We think of Bluff as being really cold, but it's not that much different to up here. But it was actually warmer in the fridge at night than it was in this child's bedroom. And sadly, every 3 to 4 weeks, he would toddle off to hospital as an emergency case. He would stay there for 3 days, 4 days as he came right. He would then go back into the home, and 3 weeks later, he was back in hospital again. And I guess the question I ask is, who's picking up that bill, the $2,000 plus a night it costs to have somebody in a hospital? And so what we've really got to do is we've got to start looking after ourselves, and that's where I come in. It's this free service. It's coming into your home, working with you to try and get you to start thinking about being warm, comfortable, and being in an environment that actually supports you and your family.
Yeah, and we talk about when you come in, you can help people save money, but also making them happier and healthier. So they need to understand sometimes people just don't know what they don't know. They might not know that the lounge has to be between 18 and 22 degrees. So if you could give them at least some free advice in your free visit, they're off to a winning start.
Yeah, what Grandma told us as a child isn't what is actual fact. It's a lot of fiction, and it's a lot of very poor quality advice. So what we've really got to do is got to stand back. We've got to go, what's happening today, and make sure our children and ourselves are warm and comfortable, and that then leads on to being healthy, having a healthy lifestyle.
I think I should start calling you Dr. Richard Morrison, because you're just an expert on this sort of advice. Now, before it goes to Richard's head, you can grab a pen, because you need to get Richard to come and see you for free at your home. Let him do a big comprehensive assessment for free, and he could save you some money and make you happier and healthier. So his contact phone number is 296 4651. Ring and book, make an appointment, say you heard him on Beach FM, and get him to make you happier and healthier and a bit more coin in your pocket. Hey, thanks, Richard. We'll see you on Thursday.
See ya.
106.3 Beach FM.